Have you ever noticed something small in your body and dismissed it instantly? Maybe it was stomach discomfort that appeared after a meal, changes in your digestion you couldn't quite explain, or fatigue that you blamed on stress. Most people push these things aside, convincing themselves they'll pass. But what if those little signals are not harmless? What if they're your body's way of urgently asking for attention? Ignoring them could mean the difference between a long, healthy life and a devastating diagnosis. Today, you'll hear real stories of people who faced exactly this. Some ignored the whispers and paid the price. Others listened early and changed their destiny. These stories aren't statistics. They are powerful reminders that health is personal and fragile. And as you watch, ask yourself, how often do you really listen when your body speaks? Think back to the last time you felt something unusual. Maybe it was fatigue you couldn't explain. Maybe you noticed your digestion changing, or a discomfort that kept returning. These are often the first signs of something more serious. The difference between acting and ignoring can completely alter the course of your life. Throughout this video, you'll see both paths, the cost of waiting and the power of acting. My goal is simple: to help you see yourself in these stories and to spark a decision that protects your future. Because health isn't just about you, it's about your family, your dreams, and the life you still want to live. Let me share John's story. John was 47, a busy father of two, and like many adults, he lived on the run. For months, he noticed small but persistent changes: constipation, abdominal discomfort, occasional blood in his stool. He told himself it was nothing. He was too busy with work and family, and besides, he thought, it's just stress, maybe a bad diet, or age catching up. He promised to book a doctor's appointment but never did. Days became weeks, weeks became months. Then one day, John collapsed at work. By the time doctors examined him, he was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. Those whispers his body had been sending, the changes he ignored, had been warnings all along. His silence cost him dearly. How many of us do the same thing? How many times do we notice something, dismiss it, and say, I'll deal with it later? This is where I need to pause and talk directly to you. If you've been experiencing persistent changes, digestion issues, unexplained fatigue, abdominal discomfort, don't wait. Don't tell yourself you'll handle it tomorrow. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. Right now, you have the power to take a step that could save your life. Book that checkup. Schedule that exam. Talk to your doctor. It doesn't mean you're weak. It means you value your life enough to protect it. Now let's look at a different story. Mary was 52, a devoted teacher who loved her work and her students. She too noticed small changes: bloating, irregular digestion, unusual fatigue. Unlike John, Mary decided to act. She scheduled an exam, even though she felt nervous. That exam revealed early polyps in her colon. They were removed before turning into something far more dangerous. Mary's decision didn't just save her from a potential cancer diagnosis. It gave her peace of mind and more years of health and energy. She still teaches today, still lives fully, and is thankful every day that she listened to her body when it whispered. When you compare John and Mary, the contrast is striking. One ignored the signs until it was nearly too late. The other acted quickly and turned a possible tragedy into victory. The lesson is clear. The difference isn't luck, it's choice. Awareness and action are what save lives. And you, right now, are in the position to choose which story you want to live. You don't need to live in fear, but you do need to live awake. Because awareness isn't weakness. Awareness is power. So why do we ignore the signs? For most adults between 35 and 60, life feels overwhelming. There are careers to manage, bills to pay, children to raise, parents to care for. Health too often gets pushed to the background. We convince ourselves that we don't have time, that it's not urgent, or that the problem will solve itself. But think about this. What could possibly be more urgent than your health? If you think you don't have time to see a doctor now, imagine how much time illness will take from you later. Imagine how much your family might lose if you aren't there for them. Another reason people avoid acting is fear. Fear of what the doctor might say. Fear that the test results could confirm our worst thoughts. But fear doesn't protect you. Fear is a thief that robs you of the chance to act early. Ignoring your body doesn't erase the problem. It gives the problem time to grow. Courage, on the other hand, allows you to face reality and take control before it's too late. Let's bring in another story. David was just 39, a fit and active man who loved sports. He ate well, worked out, and believed he was untouchable. When he noticed blood in his stool, he brushed it off, blaming hard workouts. Months went by, and the bleeding didn't stop. His wife begged him to see a doctor. Reluctantly, he agreed. The diagnosis was shocking. Earliest stage colon cancer. Luckily, because it was found early, he was treated successfully. David realized that even people who look healthy on the outside are not immune. His story reminds us that strength, isn't only measured in muscles. It's measured in the courage to listen to your body and act. And maybe right now, you're telling yourself, but I feel fine. That's exactly the danger. Conditions like colon cancer often start quietly. They whisper before they scream. And those whispers are the most important to pay attention to. By the time symptoms are loud and unavoidable, treatment is harder, outcomes are worse, and regrets pile up. Acting on the whispers is how you prevent the scream. So, let me ask you, what whispers has your body been sending? Fatigue, changes in digestion, abdominal pain that doesn't go away. If you're between 35 and 60, this is the time to listen. This is your chance to be proactive. Don't wait for a crisis to force you into action. Choose to act while you have control. Don't let regret teach you lessons you could have learned today. This isn't just about medical exams. It's about respecting yourself enough to put health first. Because when you care for your body, you're not only caring for yourself, you're caring for everyone who loves you. Your spouse, your children, your friends, your family. Imagine their relief when they see you taking responsibility. Imagine the peace you'll feel knowing you've done everything possible to protect your future. Health is the foundation of every dream you still want to achieve. Without it, nothing else matters. Returning to our stories. John regretted waiting. Mary was grateful she acted. David learned no one is invincible. Their experiences carry one shared message. Your choices create your story. You decide whether it ends in regret or in resilience. You decide whether you wait until it's too late or act before danger takes root. So here's my challenge for you. Don't just watch this video and move on. Take real action today. Pick up your phone and call your doctor. Book that checkup you've been postponing. If you've noticed symptoms, write them down and share them with a professional. And if it's been years since your last exam, make this the year you change that. Don't let denial or fear steal from your future. Now close your eyes for just a moment. Picture yourself 5 years from now. Which version of you do you see? Do you see someone vibrant, strong, living fully with energy? Or do you see someone weighed down by illness that could have been prevented? The version you see depends on the decisions you make right now. Every step you take toward prevention is an investment in the life you want. Your body speaks to you daily. Sometimes it whispers, sometimes it shouts, but it always speaks. Don't silence it with excuses. Don't tell yourself you'll listen later. Later is never promised. Listen now. Act now. Protect yourself now. Because life is too precious, and your loved ones need you here. The choice is yours, and the time is today. If this message has moved you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you care about. It could be the reminder they need to take action to. And remember, health is not a burden. It's your greatest gift. Cherish it, honor it, and guard it fiercely. Because protecting your health is the most powerful way you can protect your future.